Hey everybody, John Abdul here. Kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Not stuck, I'm stuck here because I stuck myself here. Just a beautiful day. A little bit of flies flying around my face. So excuse the swatting every once in a while. They're kind of like, want to get in on the action and stuff like that. But literally rock hard place, figuratively rock hard place. And it's actually a good thing because the figuratively rock hard place is that a lot of times when I do these seminars, if not every time, when I write an article, do any type of short to long message, whether it's in writing or verbally or in a presentation, TV, video, whatever, it's never 100% complete. And the reason why it's never 100% complete is because it's a lifestyle. It's always evolving. So there are principles for sure, but every single day changes. So whatever challenge that you have, understand it's an evolutionary process. You keep on evolving as a human being. The more knowledgeable you are, the more you're going to gain from what you're applying and what you're doing for yourself. I remember one time I interviewed a world-renowned professor in physical culture, and today we call it physical fitness, but they used to call it back in the day in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and even into the 70s, physical culture. It had anything to do with the culture of increasing the performance and health and longevity for the physicality. How do you make your body stronger, perform better, live longer, and things like that. And I asked him a question. His name was Professor Yuri Varoshansky. I said, Dr. Varoshansky, how do muscles get strong from weight training? And he sat back and he looked at me, and it was through an interpreter because I didn't speak Russian, he didn't speak English. It was through an interpreter, and after he said a really short answer, and I'm thinking, wow, I don't know if that's going to explain it. And he said, basically, I can't answer that question. And I asked the interpreter, I said, ask him why he can't answer that question. He's the professor. He's a world-renowned professor. And he replied by saying it's such a complicated topic that he could talk to me all day and he still would feel incomplete. I don't know if it was an intellectually ego thing, not ego in a bad way, but it's like, hey, if I'm going to fulfill this guy's expectations of the question and prove that I'm an expert, I can't answer this question. So it was pretty interesting. That said, he should have gave me some answer. We kind of like blew past that. But it taught me something. It taught me that teaching is repetitious. And there may be some principles you do over and over and over and over again, and that just becomes your pattern. That becomes your psychoneurology that attaches to all the muscles in the body. It's your coordinative patterns. It's how you think, it's how you move, it's how you react. So this whole lifestyle is absolutely fantastic. It's not only about burning body fat. Burning body fat, that's the gasoline you're putting into the car, literally, or the gasoline that's already in the car that you want to burn off. It's the car that you're building. It's the internal infrastructure of your human body that you're building, that you're developing. And the number one thing that you and all of us have to have in order for us to live the highest quality life that we could possibly live is to respect ourselves. Because when you respect yourself, you only give it what you need to give it. I mean, let's use the example. Let's say, for instance, you just had a new floor put into your house, new carpeting. If I came walking into your house, knock on the door, and I got muddy feet, you're going to say, take those shoes off, right? But if you already have an old, dirty carpet, come right in, you don't take your shoes off. You lost respect for your house or your carpet or whatever. It's a crazy analogy, but I've always used analogies. It's like, hey, this relates to other areas of life as well. The better you treat yourself, the better you're going to be. So, a lot of people ask me, hey, John, how do I lose weight? How do I get in shape? And I give them an answer, but again, it's not complete because, you got to stay with this, not just for 8 weeks or 3 weeks. You got to stay with this for your whole entire life. The Abdur technology allows you to mobilize your whole spinal column. You get to sit down and exercise, so there's no stress to the joints of your metatarsals in your feet, your ankles, your knees, your ball and socket hip joint, your pelvis, all the way up your spinal column. That's a lot of stuff that could exercise in a relaxed position. And then the do not diet eating plan. One of the corrections I want to make, not a correction, an addition, pretty much. It's an addition to what I said before. The do not diet is so simple, and it's only a couple pages inside the manual, more than that, but it's just a very short, fast read. And there's other books out there on diet that are hundreds of pages long But if you like those diets or use principles from those diets and mix it in with the do not diet, it's absolutely fantastic. So the do not diet, nutritional organizing technique, isn't the only diet that you focus on. You focus on your knowledge of every single eating plan that you've done in your whole entire life. That's been your education. So I believe just eat good all the time. Just do your best. Have respect for yourself. Know that when you learn something, there's much more to be learned. So don't get confused or frustrated or whatever. And as long as you're doing instead of I'm trying, if you're doing something that's good for you, you got to pat yourself on the back. And I would say the one thing that makes me stay committed to this is knowing that I am preventing something that would normally happen if I didn't take care of myself, because I took care of my mother and father in the latest stages of their lives. And not only them, but at the nursing homes, at the skilled nursing facilities, and certainly in the back of an ambulance and at the emergency rooms and stuff like that, I've seen other people who, in my mind, and this is my rationalization, made poor decisions earlier on in their life. How they ate, what they ate, the drugs or the alcohol or the smoking, the negative thinking, they won't get it out of their minds, and it ruins the constitution of the human body. So it's mind over matter. The I'm a doer lifestyle is not a physical lifestyle. It's a strengthening of the brain. It's a strengthening of the mind. It's making the proper decisions each and every day. So you keep doing the doer and stay committed to this channel here, because what I just said, even though, let's see, how long is it? 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes. It's still not a complete explanation of everything we need to know. So stay committed and be eager and enthusiastic that there's much more to know. There's much more to grow. See you next time.